Hey everyone, and welcome back to Swift Guitar Lessons. Today, I'm very excited to share with you a new video series called By Request. Every Tuesday, I'm going to be bringing you a lesson on one of the songs that you've requested via my website, swiftlessons.com. You can click through the link in the description and tell me what you would like for me to teach next. I'm going to kick things off with a tune called Crying by Roy Orbison, and this tutorial goes out to Stephanie. Thanks so much for your request. Now, let's get started with your lesson. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I was alright for a while. I could smile for a while. And then I saw you last night. You held my hand so tight as you stopped to say hello. You wished me well. You couldn't tell that I'd been crying over you. I thought that I was over you, but it's true, oh so true. Love you even more than I did before. But darling, what can I do for you? Don't love me, and I'll always be crying.
Okay, a close look at the fretboard and also my right hand. We're getting started with your intro section, which is very simple, just 2 measures of D major. It's going to be strummed like this. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay, a very basic strumming pattern that can be used throughout this tune. You can make that a little bit more interesting by throwing in a triplet here and there, something like this. So that's just a little down, up, down at the end of that measure. 1, 2, and 3, and a 4. Just like that. Okay, with your intro complete, we're ready to move into the verse. It's going to begin with the same chord and the same strumming pattern. And we're going to have it for 5 measures. We have the D major chord come in. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 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 I saw you last night, held my... Alright, right there after that 5th measure of D major, we go to D augmented. Just take that 3rd finger here of your D major chord, bring it up a string, and put your pinky underneath. It's a great way to get to a D aug chord. Now, people play this chord a lot of different ways, but for me, this seems to be the simplest and the way that sounds the best. You're going to have that for 1 measure as well. Same strumming pattern. But sometimes I like to just let it ring. And then just finish up the pattern right there at the end. After that, we're going to have the G major chord staccato. 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Alright, so that was a G major to G minor change. The G chord, the G major, is going to be for 1 measure, but it's going to be short or staccatoed. To do that, we just strum, and then put your right hand over the strings as you collapse your left hand, so that way everything is muted. As you stopped
to say hello.
Now, on that G minor chord, I like to use dynamics, get in louder and louder as I go to build up the momentum. So, the way we do that, start off quiet, down, 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 up, down, and right at the end, throw in your triplet strum. Alright, now, we're ready for the section that goes,
Oh, you wished me well, you couldn't tell that I'd been.
Alright, it's going to get us into the chorus. This part, I'm going to switch my strumming pattern to a pop strumming pattern. It's going to go along with the rhythm of the lyrics a little bit better, and it's also going to be more exciting for solo performance. So here we're going to go down, down, up, up, down, up. That was one measure on D major. Then we have the A7 chord. Down, down, up, down, up. We're going to have an extra measure on this one, so here we'll go down, up, down, up. Just kind of charge it up with some eighth note strums. Okay, so that D major to A7 should sound like this. D major, down, down, up, down, up. A7, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. All right, perfect strumming pattern to get you into your chorus. Okay, with your verse complete, you're ready to move into the chorus. Very simple progression, just D major for one measure, F sharp minor for one measure, D major for one measure, and F sharp minor for one more measure. So it's just back and forth. Now, for those of you who are just getting into your bar chords, that F sharp minor, just find your F sharp on the low E string, bar across all 6 strings, and set up your minor shape rooted off of that E string. Okay? So that's going to be 2, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2. F sharp minor. Okay, so it's going to sound like this. Okay, in this section, I'm going to have one measure for each chord, and I'm going down, 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 up, down. Same strumming pattern that I had for the intro, but I really, really like the sound of that triplet strum being in our chorus. You put all that together, and we have 1, 2, 3.
I've been crying over you, crying over you.
Just like that. Okay, with your main hook, that chorus complete, we're going to move into a section that I'm calling the bridge. It's going to start off with a pop strumming pattern over G major. It'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3.
Then you said so long, left me standing all alone, alone and crying, crying, crying. I'm crying, understand with the touch of your hand, stop me crying. I thought that
And then that'll get us into the next verse. Okay, so that started off with a G, A major progression, and we're going to have that 2 times through, one measure on each chord, with your pop strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, up, A, down, up, down, up, G, down, up, down, up, A, down, up, down, up. Then it's going to kind of crescendo. We go to the next line, the D major chord comes in, we'll have one measure there with a down, 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 up, down. Okay, kind of similar to that intro pattern with the triplet strum. Then jump those fingers up to the augmented. The G major chord. Then the G minor chord. All right, lots of different strumming options there, but that seems to be pretty good for me. So we have the D chord, D augmented, G major, G minor. Then I'm back to my pop strumming pattern for the next line.
it's hard to understand that the touch of your hand can start me crying.
We resolve back to the 1 chord, D major, where we're going to reprise our intro. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Alright, and that'll get us into verse 2, which is identical to verse 1. That's followed by the chorus, which is identical to the first chorus. Then we get into the bridge, which is identical as the first bridge. So basically it's the song played twice, but we're going to have a little coda at the end of the second bridge. Okay, now we're ready to take a look at the last section of this song. It ends with the bridge, which will be identical to the first bridge that we played, but we're going to add a little coda at the end. So getting started with that pop strumming pattern, the G, A major, G, A major progression. 1, 2, 3, 4, G, down, up, down, up, A, down, up, down. And from this moment on, I will be. Then we have our crescendo section, the D major chord, the augmented, the G major again, and the G minor. Alright, then we're going to get into the coda. We have the D major chord. We're going to actually take the same strumming pattern that we had for that crescendo section, and we're going to double it. Then we're going to introduce the B minor chord. The G major chord, only one measure. The A7 chord, one measure. Then we're going to half up all the measures over a very quick progression. D major, A major, D major, G major, and then the D major chord will come in. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. Wrap my thumb up to the F sharp, and I like to throw in a D/F sharp chord at the end to make it extra momentous. Okay, let's put all that together, starting from the beginning of that bridge. 1, 2, 3, G. A. G. A. D major. D off. G major. G minor. D, double. D minor. G major. A7. D, A, D, G, and D. Alright, some of you might be wondering what I'm strumming on those faster changes. So that was the D, A, D, G progression. I'm going to go down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Then get into that final series of D major chords. Alright, now for extra speed with those fast changes, make sure that you're jumping, transitioning from chord to chord on the upstroke. Okay, if you have your verse, your chorus, and your bridge down, finishing up with your coda, congratulations, you're ready to perform. Alright everyone, thanks so much for checking out this lesson on Roy Orbison's Crying. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much to my supporters at patreon.com/swiftlessons. I hope you're enjoying your extra resources and the chord sheet on this tune. I got plenty more videos coming up, so keep checking back. Please subscribe, please share. This is Rob at Swift Guitar Lessons in Philadelphia saying, happy picking.